Sprint may be acquired by Deutsche Telekom. A new Japanese robot can help your grandparents stay in shape. And what in the world is an HD phone call? We will discuss. It's Monday, September 14th. I'm Natalie Del Conte, and it's time to get loaded. Sprint is getting the once-over from Deutsche Telekom. The company is said to be looking to buy Sprint Nextel, according to the Sunday Telegraph. Keep in mind, Deutsche just announced a merger with France Telecom's Orange UK unit, so that put them ahead in the UK. Buying Sprint would not exactly put them ahead in the US, since Sprint has been having a hard time financially, but it would make Sprint and T-Mobile sister companies, and that would make a dent in the US mobile market. TechCrunch is reporting that Intuit is about to buy Mint, the personal finance web program. The acquisition is said to be worth $170 million. Mint has made a lot of headway since its launch 2 years ago. It's fairly popular in the web community and claims to be gaining around 3,000 new users per day. Not bad. We'll watch for confirmation on this deal and let you know. Fewer people are searching for terms like unemployment these days, and Google is taking that as a small but significant indication that the economy may be improving. Google's chief economist Hal Varian told the Washington Post that in months past, these kinds of searches were abound. Now they are in decline, and searches for real estate agents and homes are on the rise. We shouldn't put too much stock into this kind of measurement, but it is good to note. The NFL is now offering replays of blacked out games for free on NFL.com. The rules around whether or not the NFL airs its games are slightly confusing. If the game does not sell out within 72 hours of game time, the games cannot be televised locally. Not wanting to waste the broadcasting of these games, the NFL has decided to throw them online, but only after midnight the day of the game, and only for 72 hours. Okay, it's something, but it's just so confusing. Can't they just put their content everywhere like a futuristic media entity? Here comes another Android phone. This one's by LG. Behold the GW620. It's LG's first attempt at running Google's mobile operating system. The phone has a 3-inch touchscreen, slide-out QWERTY keyboard, and a 5-megapixel camera. It looks to hit European markets sometime in Q4. This phone is hot on the heels of the new Motorola Click, a similar slide-out QWERTY keyboard phone that will run Android. This was announced late last week for T-Mobile. Does everything have to be in HD these days? Silly question, of course it does. So what about HD mobile phone calls? Orange Telecom claims to have facilitated HD voice calls in Moldova. These calls are made on the adaptive multi-rate wideband codec that takes advantage of 3G bandwidth. Of course, not many phones can place these kinds of calls in Moldova. It's only the Nokia 6720. Orange expects to bring HD calls to the rest of Europe next year. It only took 7 years for the 802.11n wireless standard to be approved. That, ironically, is slow for something made to be fast. The N standard is supposed to be formally green-lighted on Tuesday, but the Wi-Fi Alliance does say that the products we have that use N should work just fine. This approval is kind of a formality and a bit of a joke, considering most of us are over 802.11 and ready for 4G already. LastFM is going to launch a terrestrial radio station. LastFM is the internet radio service owned by our parent company, CBS. LastFM will launch CBS Radio HD on October 5th in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and San Francisco. It will play music from LastFM's weekly chart, so it's sort of a crowdsourced radio station. Meet Taizo. He is a Japanese robot that helps the elderly stay fit. He looks kind of like a furry version of the abominable snowman. He can lead calisthenics and can do about 30 different exercise moves. He was created by the National Institute of Advanced Industrial Science and Technology. He weighs about 14 pounds, but unfortunately, he cannot lose weight despite all the exercise. Those are all your headlines for today. I will see you tomorrow with more. Thank you for watching. I'm Natalie Del Conte with CNET TV, and you've just been loaded.
CNET.com/live is the place to find your favorite CNET tech shows. From hottest gadgets to the latest tech news, we stream it live 5 days a week at CNET.com/live.